You know it's a sure sign that you've got yourself a good little whittle when it's one that you just can't stop doing. Welcome back to the channel, folks. It's another gloomy morning under the maple tree, and hopefully it doesn't rain on us, but today we're doing mushrooms. Little teeny tiny mushrooms with options. Today we're going to go over these simple mushroom, just a little 2-inch by 1 by 1 mushroom, and that's where we're going to start. But from there we're going to possibly add a door, make a little mushroom house, or put a little face and make a little mushroom man. All right, so that's what we're up to out of a 1 by 1 by 2-inch piece of wood, basswood, pine, butternut, aspen, whatever you got, but 1 by 1 by 2. All right. Before we get going though, of course, let's thank our friends over at Wood Carving Illustrated for sponsoring this video. Wood Carving Illustrated is a fantastic magazine, well, the only carving magazine really, that it feeds you full of ideas, tips, tricks, plans, and keeps you going. So if you're not subscribed, click the link in the description below and use the promo code LINKER, all caps, LANKER, and they'll give you some extra little goodies with your subscription, some little plans and downloads and whatnot. So look them up, check them out, and yeah, you won't be disappointed. But let's carve some mushrooms. Okay, we've got our little 1 by 1 by 2 here, and all you're gonna do is roughly find center of the top. All right, on the bottom side, it's gonna go around maybe, we'll call it an 1/8 of an inch, not quite, whatever you like, it doesn't, not critical at all. Then we're gonna take our fancy pants ruler here, and 2 inches, well, half of 2 inches is 1 inch, right? And we're going to bring that around. And that is all of our marks for our one simple mushroom, all right? So let's take our little, this is deep Holler knives again. And all I'm gonna do right off the bat is center line. Top is here. I'm just gonna cut in and cut up to it. Like so, all right? And I'm going to do that all around. I had some people asking me about that ruler. That is Veritas, overpriced ruler, but I seem to have a little ruler, small ruler fetish. So that's that. I got that from Lee Valley, and yeah, nice little ruler, but you don't need it. I'm going to take my knife now. I'm going to join these two. And the same thing, just going to go across, joining our corners and coming up. I would say on this first little bit, I'm only going in, you know, a healthy 1/8, 3/16. We'll call it 3/16. All right. Make sure you've got your carving glove on. I've been reprimanded again this week about wearing my carving glove, but still not doing it. But for your sake, especially you new guys, get yourself a carving glove. All right, so that's what we're doing. Just coming around. Do all 4 sides. All right. All right, now, remember we marked the bottom here, the 1/8 of an inch. Let's just go from about halfway here and just kind of come up to that line. Just ease into that line. Yeah, like so. And we're going to round those corners, obviously. All right. Just up to that line, make sure there's no real super square corners, but again, not that critical. All right. Now, We're gonna come about 3/4 of the way down. We're gonna come back up. We're gonna lose all the corners, all right? And we're gonna join them again. And we're just kind of rounding our little mushroom from about 3/4 of the way down, all right? Now clean up the bottom again, or the underside of our cap. And then, as we do, we know that we just went around 3/4 like that, so we're gonna have some little ridges all even, right? So now we want to make sure that we just kind of, every once in a while, take out that uniformity so there's no real ridges, right? Know what I'm saying? Still some corners on there. Knock the corners off. That's about it for now. Okay. So then we can knock the corners off our little top of our cap here. All right. Now, I'm just gonna put my knife in here. And I'm just gonna start cutting. We got our center mark up there. Just gonna go around, keeping your fingers out of your knife's way. See that? I'm just kind of holding the bottom of that. There's no way that I can hit my knife, my finger, if my knife slips, right? So we're just starting to work around. See, I've got about 1/4 inch. I haven't even touched in the bottom yet. It's all part of the plan. All right. Now I'm gonna go up about halfway. That's where we are there. About halfway. I'm gonna start aiming for that center mark here. Not all at once though, just little bites. All right, getting a little bit smaller. And we'll just flatten her out a little bit more. And about here, we can just kind of cut that top off and give it some randomness, right? Okay, now I'm gonna take my knife and I'm gonna go closer. I'm gonna go almost to the bottom of that cap. And I'm just gonna swoop. I'm swooping my blade, right? Cut in and swooping it up. And once again, we've gone all around somewhere. We've got that kind of a line again. So now we're gonna knock it, make it a little random again. We don't want any lines, all right? Okay, now we've got that far. Our bottom is rough, and we're not gonna do scales, all right? We're just going to carve flat, but it's a bit of an angle, and that this way we're cleaning up that bottom edge of that mushroom, all right? So see that? Just a bit of an angle. So see that side to that side. That side, all right? See there, I didn't even touch that outside wood yet, so just give it a little cut. And again, down, down. And we look over the whole thing, make sure there's no points or bits or bobs. All right, that's your basic mushroom. And if you want to add some character, you can put a few cuts in it like that. Always looks nice, especially when you paint them. All right. You can do the same thing in the bottom. But those gills, we're not even going to bother with them. We're going to keep this so simple because that'd be a very, very tiny little gill to be painting, all right? But that is our basic mushroom. Clean the edge a little bit in the bottom here. Give it a little bit of a shadow. And yeah, Bob's your uncle. But this is so fun. I don't care who you are, if you're a professional carver or what. This is just plain fun, and a fun, simple whittle sometimes is all you need, especially in these summer days. So, looking at your mushroom, you can eyeball it. If you don't like it, if you want to go a little bit skinnier, you can go a little bit skinnier underneath the cap. But really, that's your mushroom. Paint her up, and you're golden. Okay, I've been interrupted by my teeny tiny little puppy. You guys remember my little puppy Billy? Hey, someone's not watching you. Someone's not watching you. She's supposed to be inside. Huh? I'm trying to make a video. All right. What a ridiculous dog, eh? Oh. I love this dog. It's ridiculous. Okay, okay. Oh, all right. Gotta make a video. All right, where were we? Our finished mushroom. Now, we're going to have the option here to put a door in. All right, you can see some different doors. All right, a round top, little timber frame, little round top, little hobbit door. All right, a little whatever Gothic-ish looking door. Okay, so when we do our door, there's our mushroom that we just did. We're not doing anything different other than we're working our way around our mushroom. But where is it? Uh-oh. Here it is. But we're only doing 3 sides of the bottom. Top is identical, and we're just leaving one side flat. That means we didn't come in that 1/8 of an inch on the bottom like we did on the sides. All right, so you can see that's our shape. Bump, 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 bump. All right, but the front is flat. Okay, we still came in under the cap, same distance. We just had to flatten that out a little bit, but we didn't bring the sides in, okay? So then, all we're gonna do is just choose the door we want. So if we want to, let's see, what are we gonna do? We wanna do like a regular door. We go like so. Give it some little posts on the side. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do the little timber frame looking door. Okay, so that's very rough, but anyway, let's do the outside first. It's gonna come in straight, down, down. Just put in our little side frames. All right. Cutting straight in, just leaving it. Go right across that beam on the top. Always know where your knife is headed, and if it slips, nothing's in the way. Okay, do the ends of our beams. So we've got it all cut in, all right? So now I'm just gonna come across to my frame. Hopefully that comes off. Come on, come on. I gotta stop looking through the camera and start looking where I am. All right, so coming up to the frame again. All right, from the top, we're gonna come down. All right, and then we're gonna come up. I got that one a little bit wonky. A little bit long. Okay, we'll go inside our door here. Take the inside corner out. All right, now let's come across. All right, now above our door, obviously it's a little bit funny. So now we can bring our shape of our mushroom around. So now we can round all those edges. Come up under the mushroom cap and get our mushroom shape back. Now we can go right up against the door. All right. All right, now take my pencil lines off of here so we can see it better. All right, now let's create some shadows. All right, so now I'm going to go right around my door again, only this time I'm going to go very fine little cut here. We're making shadows. Can you see how that just shadowed up? Same on this side. Just a fine, taking a little whisker of wood out of there. All right. So, and again at the top. All right. Just a little whisker. Come on. All right. There we go. We've outlined the door. Now, see the bottom is totally flush. We got to raise that door because the door is gonna get stuck without a space. All right. So now we put that down. We can see space under the door. Otherwise, it will get hung up. Right. And then our beams. Our beams are sitting on top of each other, so they're not going to be. I can see that. There you go. And we'll just keep on cleaning her up, making it all uniform. But you got the idea, right? If you did like if you had put a round door in, then you'd want to bring the bottom down rounded, right? Like that. See how the bottom comes down? So. I don't want to get too carried away, but I find myself getting too carried away. But a couple little cuts here and there give some character to our beams. Maybe if you had a little V tool or something. Right. Just a little cut here and there adds some character. But there you go. We can outline the beams too. Same idea by just taking a little whisker of wood out. But we don't need to make this agonizingly long. But I will. I'll keep on going. Right. And by putting these little cuts here too, these are great paint lines, so the paint doesn't bleed through when you edge up to it. These are very light cuts too. Don't get horsing on them. It's very All right, let's stop it right there. But that is your door. And like I said, if you do a different shape, these ones here, I don't know if you can see the edges, but I kind of pulled the mushroom. I set them back in there, and there's like a little front shape on there. And just kind of give them a little bit, the frame is just kind of like rounded, right? I guess they're all pretty much the same otherwise, so. Okay, so that's our mushroom. Mushroom with a door. Now, let's talk faces. You know, it's funny, when I was painting these, I thought, these mushrooms are starting to reflect people that, for some reason, this guy feels like a bit of an army dude, right? This one is like a, for some reason I have a British cop, little Bobby in mind. Maybe it's the mustache and the blue. But, you know, old squinty face here. And this guy just side-eyeing, right? So, let's move these back and make room for our faces. So again, once again, our mushroom cap doesn't change. The only thing that changes now is we're leaving an angle. So we're only rounding the bottom on the two sides. See that? And we're leaving these front corner and these two sides flat. Again, we did come up under the cap, right? But there you go. So now, all we're gonna do for our face is put in a nose. And again, these are so random. I didn't have any plan whatsoever. I just did them, all right? And that's what we'll do now. So we'll come up maybe halfway again. Put a straight cut in there. Come up underneath of it. And that'll be the bottom of our nose, all right? So we already know that we can start rounding below the nose. So we just soften that bottom point, right? And then we've got to find, from our nose there, let's start swooping her back. Take the point off the nose. And we'll swoop it back a little bit. And then from the side here, I'm just going to come in. Like that. Just taking that side of the nose off up to the cap, right? See that? All right. And then again, you can see it. Once you do this a couple times, like you'll be on it so quick. So we know we can start rounding again and getting our mushroom shape back. All right. Sides of our nose or the bottom of our nose is not going to be flat, so we're just going to bring that up. A bit of an angle on that side. Come on. Same angle on the other side, obviously. All right. And then we're going to say, how high do we want our nose? We'll just have to put a cut there. There's our nose, all right? Come up with the nose again. Okay, I'm going to take my pencil, and I'm going to decide, we can put a mark on here if we want. We have to decide how wide our nose is going to be. So let's say about that wide. Can you see these? Who am I asking? You're watching this after, but hopefully you can see the pencil marks I just put on there. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put my knife tip in. By the way, this knife is a deep Holler 1.5-inch knife. I don't know if I said that or not. 2 straight cuts in. We come out with our little wing here. Okay. And then those angle cuts, I'm going to plunge my knife in there again. You've seen me do this many times, so now we're just going to come across and hopefully pop out our little nose section. Okay. There we go. So now we can bring our sides in. Always thinking about the finished product in that mushroom shape. Taking off any uncut wood. uncut wood will paint differently than the cut wood. Right? Okay, with our center line, oh, let's not do that. With our center line here, we want to bring our nose in. So we're not joining the center line, we're staying back, so there's probably an 1/8 inch space between that, okay? Just gonna put my knife in there, and my knife in here. I'm gonna come up just a little bit on an angle like that, see that? Like that. I just want to take that little chip out of there. So now we got our nose really set in. Okay, now we can round it, keeping the sharp points off. Okay. Get that pencil line off there too now. All right, so all I'm going to do from this point is I'm going to draw little lines like that. All right, stick my knife in here. So, all right. I should have said that. We're not gonna, we did these eyes, I think last time on the our little man. So we're gonna do these little squinty eyes. Right. So again, I want to get some real good depth, but a very thin cut. Right. We don't want to make too many cuts in here, but I'm gonna undercut that now with my knife. All right. You're not gonna make a faster eye than that, folks. Take off the little harsh edge. Clean it up a little bit. I did bring my brush this time. Okay, pencil line up here. I'm not going to worry about eyebrows or nothing. Remember, we're talking about a mushroom, eh? So, looking at him now, I can see the side is a little bit pointy. All right. So we got our little smile lines started here. We can bring them down a little bit more. Extend them. All right. And come up under the nose. The old mouth area here should have 3 planes. You see that? A flat plane and 2 angle planes. And we're just gonna, what kind of mouth are we gonna do? Let's just do let's get that back up under the nose. Smoothly. Right. Let's just do a simple little smile. All right. Okay. On each side, well, let's do this first. We come in straight with my knife. I'm going to come down on a bit of an angle. I'm going to give him a bit of a lower lip. So we're going to, it's more of an angle there. All right. Straight down here. And like so. Okay. Now, I also like to a little stop cut in the corners. And come up, take a little, tiny little chip cut out of there, like that. See that? I already cut that. A little chip cut. Okay. And then, right, I'm going to do like a bottom lip on the bottom. That's all I'm going to do. Give it some lip distance and just flick my knife under there. Right around. See that? And then now we're going to make that lip, bottom lip is going to disappear into that chip cut. All right. So, come up right into that chip cut. There we go. I like him. He's a cutie. Bring those right down the bottom. All right. Look at our little fella here. He is cute. Go around, clean up, knock off any pencil marks or extra little cuts. Take a little shadow edge on the bottom. These are nice because when you put them down, you want that little shadow on the bottom. So all it is, just run your knife around. There you go. Take my water bottle here. Spray our handiwork. Drop it on the ground. Get dirt on it. All right. So, from our basic mushroom to our mushroom with a door and our little face dude. There you go. It's a fun, simple, and you can just whip these out, obviously like crazy, and they're fun. I give you permission, if you're a super experienced carver or not, give your brain a rest and just sit back and enjoy a nice, easy, fun little mushroom carve. We beat the rain. I don't know if that light's any good or not. But little door. You know, paint them up, and yeah, great little carvings. I should do some painting techniques for this 1x1 series to add. Maybe I'll do that. I'll make a painting video for the 1x1 series because there's some different little tricks and fun things I did with these, and yeah, that'll probably help. But anyway, I'm done talking for today. Made my mushrooms and see what the day brings. Now, don't forget to check out the Wood Carving Illustrated link in the description if you have not already. And yeah, I don't know what the next video will be. It's a crapshoot. I got some other ideas. I know that if I do a weekly 1x1 series, you guys can't keep up with them. So I want to space them out a little bit more. Of course, I said that last time before I started the mushrooms, and then I got carried away. But we'll see you when I see you with whatever I see you with. So, all right, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time.